And the next topic is a bit bizarre because it's Gavin Newsom showing some knee pads with Trump's signature at the World Economic Forum. And I absolutely had to, yeah, I'm going to scrub this. I had to, with so much AI nowadays, so much AI slop, I had to make sure that this was a real thing, and this is a real thing. He actually was, in fact, he was selling this back in October on his website. You know that Gavin Newsom literally wants to be the candidate of the Democrats for 2028. And what he's trying to do is to basically mimic, we could say that Trump's quirkiness, we can say, insanity. I don't know. This CW, you're there in the live chat. I see you. I didn't see this picture anywhere, so thank you for sharing this on X. A picture is worth 1,000 words. You know that for some strange reason, oh my God, who is spot? I spot Susie Wiles in here, by the way. It's Marco Rubio, Stephen Miller, but yeah, Gavin Newsom was a bit, let's say, upset because for some reason his speech was canceled at the last minute. He just got the interview, and the interview is when he went for this Trump signature series knee pads for the CEOs who are not willing to make a stand against Trump. So maybe if you are not understanding, I you know that I try to keep my channel family friendly, but maybe you're not getting the joke. Maybe it's a bit complicated. But the knee pads is to protect your knees. And why do you need to protect your knees, according to Gavin Newsom, the CEOs who appease Trump? Because, well, they are going to get on their knees in front of Trump. That is what Gavin Newsom is implying. I guess that he got that idea from his wife. You remember that his wife had this issues, this encounters with this Hollywood producer. I forgot his name for a second. Help me in the comments. You remember the Hollywood producer involved in disgrace. Help me in the comments because I absolutely forgot his name. But let's play this clip meanwhile.
I think it does.
I'm not handing them out.
And it does.
I do have a few if you'd like. I don't know.
And honestly, it sounds.
By the way, I'm not kidding. They're the new Trump signature series knee pads. Yeah, and they are available online. I told you the last one sold out.
People applaud because many people, thank you, Harvey Weinstein. Thank you, Liza Jane. Harvey Weinstein, Gavin Newsom's wife, Harvey Weinstein. I made a video about that. You should check that out. But yeah, people were applauding because so many people again said, "Oh, Trump is a disgrace. Trump is a." We just need, the world just needs Trump to be effective, nothing else.
I just want to
This is a serious moment. It actually, we laugh. Anyway, these are available and in bulk too.
Yeah, he was actually selling them and were sold out in past October. So the guy is for real. I mean, I have to give it to Gavin Newsom. He's trying to do something different because it's like, I think that he is the only Democrat who has realized that the DEI stuff, the trans people stuff, the immigration stuff, it's not gonna work for 2028. And he realized it in 2024. He has been doing this for some time. It's been more than 1 year into this campaign. Even if he denies that he's gonna run for president, we all know that he's gonna run for president. And he wants to distance himself from the pack and, of course, make enough noise to make sure that nobody remembers what he has done for California, and I say those words not in a good way, not in a good light. So again, A for trying, I guess. I think that that's something that, I think this is an understatement. Newsom has destroyed California, and we know what would happen to the United States if Newsom becomes president of the United States. A great analysis or theory would be what would happen, or what would be worse if Kamala Harris had become president of the United States or Gavin Newsom president of the United States, I don't know. That is the tough question. That is the tough question. I don't know how that would turn out. But Gavin Newsom has a bizarre meltdown in Davos. I should have brought a bunch of knee pads for all the world leaders. Diplomacy with Donald Trump. He's a T-Rex. You mate with him or he devours you. I can't take this complicity. People rolling over. Well, he is not wrong. He is not wrong. Okay. You certainly cannot mess with Donald Trump, especially when he has, let's say, all the weapons who go boom, and the tariffs and everything else. Especially right now, it's a bit hard.
Do you have a message for Europeans who are concerned about the messages from the White House around Greenland this week?
Yeah, it's time to buck up. It's time to get serious and stop being complicit. It's time to stand tall and firm, have a backbone. I've seen this in the United States, the supine Congress playing both sides, saying one thing on a text or a tweet, another publicly.
It's time to have principles.
It's time to stand tall and strong.
Does that mean responding?
You see, I don't know why he's talking about standing tall, standing strong, against Trump, and he's turning his body away from the reporter that he's talking to. He's lowering his face. He's lowering his chin. His body language is usually way more confident than this. And I say this because, Gavin Newsom is not like this. I think that this might have been that he was still angry for not being able to speak.
Time to stand united. You make that determination. I don't make that determination.
But when you say standing tall, what do you mean?
I can't take this complicity. People rolling over. I should have brought a bunch of knee pads for all the world leaders. Handing out crowns and this is pathetic. Nobel Prizes, they're being given away. It's just pathetic. And I hope people understand how pathetic they look on the world stage. At least from an American perspective, it's embarrassing.
So what should Europe be doing?
You should decide, the Europeans should decide for themselves what to do. But one thing they can't do is what they've been doing. And they've been playing. This guy's playing folks for fools. And it's embarrassing.
Europeans think this is diplomacy.
Yeah, it's words, it's an opinion, but is Trump effective or not? People are gonna say that, oh no, Trump is not effective. Trump is disgrace. Again, it's part of the game. But in this case, I would say, I would tell you one thing. I always like to discuss how these people could do what they do a bit better, right? And I don't know, he could pinpoint all the ways Donald Trump has failed to deliver. I'm sure that he's got interns and people that work for him that could investigate that. Okay, find all the ways that Donald Trump has failed to deliver. I don't know, mention the Epstein files for the upteenth time, because we need to talk about Pam Bondi at some point. Not today, please. Not today. I want to have a good day. I don't want to talk about Pam Bondi. But yes, I don't know, now that we have a million more documents about that, which is insane. I don't know what's going to happen with that. That's going to be fun. Most likely would make a video, but still, you could say the release or not release, as so many Americans, even people who did not vote for Trump, say that they really don't care anymore about the Epstein files. So many people do care. We have to acknowledge that. But most important is, has your life gotten better? Is your life getting better? Do you feel safer? Do you feel, how are the prices? How the, I think that there was this montage of Daddy Yankee gasolina shared by the White House about how the gas prices have gone down. Maybe that's one thing. But if you use numbers, you use actual numbers, it was something that was sorely missing from Kamala's campaign as well. Because numbers is something that people can understand. Numbers that, oh yeah, the numbers like gas prices, like grocery prices, like electricity bill prices, that's something that you can see, and you live through that, and it's something that is Donald Trump delivering or not. There's some things that are more abstract, like having a safer hemisphere. That is maybe a bit too abstract for most people, because most people want to know, how does this benefit me? So why don't you go for it, Gavin? Why can't you bring the receipts? Maybe it's because you don't have them. Is Trump that effective in every way that you can't have receipts about him not achieving all that he has promised? But we're just 1 year in, and let's see what happens in the 3 years that come. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Power Pundit,